Realism in art is an artistic approach that seeks to represent reality as accurately and authentically as possible. This style emerged in Europe during the mid 19th century as a reaction against the established norms. In today's video, we're tackling the ever changing world of realism using color pencils. Now, I've chosen Crayola Signature pencils for this project, which are a step up from the regular Crayola pencils. I'm putting them to the test as part of a review, but we'll dive into all of the details of that in another video. The focus today, though, is realism. As artists, we're constantly learning, evolving, and growing with each piece we create. That's how we get better. I'm still on my journey every single day, and while I'm not claiming to have mastered realism just yet, I do feel like I've reached a level where my artwork has a very realistic-ish feel. So, let's see how these pencils perform in today's test. To kick things off today, let me start with a quick disclaimer. This is colored pencil work, folks. Now, anyone who's ever worked with colored pencils know that creating something beautiful can take hours. Now, while I didn't spend as much time on this piece as I probably could have, it still took me over an hour to create. So to keep things moving along and to avoid turning this video into a marathon, I've time-lapsed it for your viewing pleasure. Trust me, you will thank me later. This would have been a really long video otherwise. But for those of you who do want to go deeper, I've got you covered. This time lapse is also available as a real-time paint-along over in the Creation Station level of my Thrifty Apprentice Patreon community. Now, the Creation Station has real-time tutorials, live sessions, and even traceables to help you on your artistic journey. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, check the video description for the link. All right, enough about the details. Let's talk about today's focus, achieving a realistic-ish look in your artwork. Because let's be honest, who doesn't love a piece that looks kind of like the real thing? So as you watch this time lapse, I'll be giving you a few key tips that might help you take your color pencil creations from meh to wow. Tip 1, layer like you mean it. When it comes to realism, layering is your best friend. Color pencil work is all about building up colors slowly and gradually. Start light and then build up the layers one by one. It's like a cake. You can't just throw everything into the mix at once and expect it to turn out. Well, I mean, you can, but that's not how you make a good cake, or a good piece of art for that matter. The more layers you add, the more depth and richness you get in your piece. So take your time and build those layers. Trust me, it's worth it. Tip 2, shading and highlights are key. Shading and highlights are where the magic really happens. I mean, we all know that the key to realism is in those subtle transitions between light and dark, right? It's all about making sure your light source is consistent and that you're placing shadows in the right spots. Start with softer pencils to build up shadow and then use harder pencils for details and fine lines. Don't be afraid to go dark in your shadows. Contrast is your friend. The more you exaggerate the difference between light and dark, the more your piece is going to pop. And don't forget to hit those highlights with your brightest colors. The little touches will make all the difference. Tip 3, blending is your secret weapon. You know how in movies the hero always has the one secret weapon that makes them way cooler than the rest? Well, blending is that secret weapon for color pencil artists. Whether you're using blending stump, cotton swab, or just a tissue, blending is what makes smooth, harsh lines become reality and creates a seamless, polished look. It helps your colors flow together more naturally. A little blending goes a long way in making your piece look realistic-ish. If you're not blending it, well, you're in for a treat. It's a game changer. Trust me. Again, you'll thank me later. Now, a quick note about the materials I'm using for this project. These are Crayola Signature pencils, which are a student grade product. They're great for practice, but of course, better results could definitely be achieved with a higher end student grade pencil or a professional set. But hey, who needs professional supplies when you're just trying to learn and grow, right? As a beginner, or even as someone more experienced, it's all about making the best of what you have. You can still create amazing work with student grade products. Just keep those tips in mind as you work and practice, practice, practice. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, I'd love to hear what you think. Drop a comment below and let me know. Do you have any favorite color pencil tips or techniques that help you create realistic art? Or are you a blending newbie, just learning to wield the secret weapon? Whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear them. And as always, feel free to like, share, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more art tutorials. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're always the first to know when I upload a new video or go live. Trust me, you don't want to miss this year's content. And remember, all of the relevant links, including how to join the Creation Station on Patreon, are in the video description. So if you're looking for more tutorials or maybe some fun bonus content, be sure to check it out. Now, as we wrap up this video, just know that whether you're working with student grade supplies or pro-level materials, it's all about the process. Don't stress if things aren't perfect right away. What matters is that you're creating and improving with every stroke. And hey, just keep creating no matter what.